like we haven't actually talked about the whole press conference.
I noticed that.
Yeah. I would like to get on that before it gets too far. But like we talked about it in various kind of our own corners and together, and you guys haven't seen much of the response to it, so it's worth us talking about it as well.
Yeah.
I personally thought that it was one of the best press conferences that you guys have done in a long time. Not only because the content was there, but also we talked about this earlier. Like the pacing was really good, really well done. Like that is, I don't know if that's something that people pay attention to.
Tina Summerford is our producer, right? Tina,
you killed it. Because also awesome. Like it was Sarah at the start, and then there was a kind of mid. There was a little bit of Forza, and then you came in at the end, and in between it was trailer after trailer. And even though some of those trailers like weren't hitting for me, I never disengaged because it was the perfect length each time. So
is it weird that we're like when you're in this business of like putting on these shows for us? Games.
That was,
you're like showman and like you have to produce commercials to entertain gamers.
But that's why like we mentioned Tina, because we don't like we don't. We have Tina. Greenberg, obviously, Aaron plays a big role in getting the show. Our PR teams and our marketing teams. Like I don't know I don't feel like we actually do. We're responsible for the show, but they actually
no, like even we plug into a structure at the beginning of the year that they set up and a process. I mean, the teams have got to show up with the goods, but even then, I will say, there have been times when we've looked at a trailer and just said it's tough on the team, but we say it's not going to be in this year, and let's either save it for next year or think about another beat during the year, and that's okay, right? I mean, we've really, I think, got to a point where they've set up a lot of good beats for us. We've learned different places to show stuff, and sometimes we make a call that that's not going to be in. I really feel a tight partnership, again, like you said, with Tina's team, with Aaron's team, that we get to show up to a process that guides us through it, and we get to feel like, hey, just here's the raw material. It's like, now you guys go cook everything up.
Is it weird though that like it still feels like gamers are judging you based on what happens today, or is that fair? Because you said when we were talking kind of funny, it's really going to matter when we get our hands on the controllers.
That's right.
Yeah. But today it's still a big day for Xbox, even though no one played a video game really for the most part.
There are some people playing Starfield and Forza back, but yes, you are right. Like until our customers have games in hands, like that's what's really important. I think at Xbox, we continue to have to earn the trust, and we're still we've been in the business 20 years, but relative to the other console players, we're still the newcomers there. And I don't mind the scrutiny and kind of bar that I think we're held to. And I know for the Xbox Nation, maybe it's because we're part of a big multinational Microsoft. People like the whole "are we in or out of gaming" comes up every so often. Is this make or break? Which some people say, and which isn't true. Like we have so much. The company's getting ready to spend $70 billion buying a publisher for us in gaming. So there's a ton of support. But I also know that the Xbox fans, as you said, they want to see us compete. They want to see us do well. And I'd say the flip side of that scrutiny and the questions are when things like today happen, and we get to walk out on stage and just feel the kind of love, really, of the community and the fans, and see it online. It's awesome.
Do you prefer doing the kind of closed set stuff compared to Galen Center, cars on stage, Keanu Reeves coming out?
I love the live shows. Yeah, it bums me out. We show up, we hit play on a video. Like, come on. But
I was gonna say, obviously, like you showed off Fable today. That's a big deal for you. There's a lot of games that people wanted to see that are now there now, and you put like 2024 on there, so you've kind of amped people up now. What is your strategy now going forward to make sure that you maintain that momentum? Because obviously my thought is now we won't see Fable again for months, and we still haven't seen any gameplay for it. Like that trailer was fantastic, really good tone piece, and I really enjoyed what was shown there.
Why did you think it was gameplay?
Let's go, baby. Y'all know what time it is. It's been a minute, but man, I'm here like Mike Thriller in the Manila, like Muhammad Ali. The rumble in the jungle. I got the mighty chit chat community right here. I got Spark 117, J-Rock, Game Churls, the realest one. I go by the name of New Legal. And welcome. You are now tuned in to the X League podcast, the League of Extraordinaires. Remember, put a like, put a dislike, do whatever you feel. Leave some comments below. We don't care. Hit the notification bell. Never miss an awesome show. Never miss an awesome unboxing. Never miss some awesome video game play on Di-RRec Gaming. But today is the day of the ceremonies of ceremonies, the celebrations of celebrations. I don't know about y'all, but it's been a long day coming. I told you, they all gonna fail you. One by one, they're gonna crumble at your feet. They gotta do a loop-de-loop. They gotta do a moonwalk. They're gonna have to do some backflips. Because guess what, people? As much as you love to ride the Sony train, that train is coming to a stop. There's gonna be nothing you can do about this exodus that's about to occur. Get your migrations on. That's your fair warning. There really isn't anything else to tell you. If you're a hater on Xbox, it's okay. Tomorrow you're going to love Xbox. Just know, tomorrow you're going to love Xbox. And it was all good just a week ago. I got these extraordinaires up here, man. And I got some mics for them, Chit Chat community. What's good? Y'all get out there, share this video, man, because it's going to be a good one. This is going to be a long, good one right here. We're going to drag this one. We all in the bottom of the pond on this one. I hope y'all all had a beautiful day out here. What's going on? Spark 117, holler at your boy. What's good, man?
Everything is beautiful. Everything is great. The world has witnessed. Xbox has become victorious, winning this generation on Sunday. And that's it for all the Sony fanboys out there. This is it. Start converting to Xbox out there. We got a brand new 1 terabyte Black Series S for all of those complaining. Life is good other than that. I hope you guys are all doing well. Chit Chat, Legal, thank you for having me on your show. Everything
always,
is good.
Man. You know, always.
I'm just loving the vibe out there right now. Everything is good. We're all gaming. So much backlog in our catalog right now, too. It's starting to become ridiculous right now, especially with these little mini games that they release on Game Pass as well too. Planet of Lana, you've got little other games that are coming out. They're becoming really, really good and occupying our times as well too. What a great time to be an Xbox gamer right now.
Yo, shout out to Canada and my man Spark 117. What's good, J-Rock?
Hey, we don't temper our expectations over here. I told you that. I told the community that. Yeah, we saved that for the donkeys. Let them do that. We knew this showcase was gonna be fire, and they delivered. How they open it with Fable.
That British guy, J-Rock, that British guy is my favorite one. The opening scene that he's like, I'm in charge of vegetables and some fruits, and then just kick that. That game is gonna be crazy. That Fable, what a banger! In-game engine that they showed as well too. Fantastic. It's gonna be our new fleet of games that are coming out. It's all gonna be real-time graphics and cinematic engine all blended in together. It's gonna be seamless, smooth.
It looks so good. They thought it was CGI, man. They to this day they don't want to accept it.
And that's the power of our SSD. That's the power of our SSD. That's what's that? Velocity architecture. Let's go, bring it. It's every single game out there. I loved it, and I'm still touching up on Redfall. That game has got me hooked like crazy right now. Going after the vampires and this big vampire coming after me. Really good games. Halo's season 4 is coming up in about 8 days. Brand new maps. We're gonna have brand new additions to our Forge. It's gonna be a very, very great time for Halo gamers to get on board. Season 4 Battle Pass. There's plenty of updates coming up. Redfall's update today, they announced it's not the 60 frames. Who cares about the frame rates? They're just touching up what they need to touch up in the back end, and then forward moving. There'll be hopefully for those who love the 60 frames a second, and for shooters, by all means, get a dip on that. If not, enjoy it at the 4K 30, which I have no problems with. I really enjoy it. Graphics are just amazing.
I want to give a shout out to the Black Krillin, Rain G4, Box, Dr. Vodka, Crunk Ass Chris, Shane G, Crunk. Oh no, that's Crunk Ass Chris again. Shout out to him anyway. Savage Manu 92 in the building. We got other Zinc in the building. Who else we got up in here? My man Deploy in the building. Oh man.
Hey, they coming in. They coming.
Yo, Radiance
They're making their way
9.
in.
You know what?
We got what's his name right here? Check him out. Welcome, man. Welcome to Di-RRec Gaming. I want to make sure I say his name right.
PS5 is dog shit. And you know this.
That's it, man. Shouts to my man.
I'm gonna go
right.
Fednar.
There you go. He's right, bro. He's right. He's home right now. Welcome. Make yourself at home. Listen, I don't know what y'all think, but I know one thing's for sure. The reign of Xbox has begun, people.
Yes, sir.
You heard them. They said start them engines up in 2024. Everything is bombing out the gate. It's no fun no more on the donkey side of tracks, man. It's no longer no fun. And I told y'all, soon I'm going to put my prophecy up. But I told y'all, these gaming journalists can't save y'all. They can't even fake it with us, bro. Look at some of these YouTubers melting down. These so-called neutrals.
Exposing themselves.
You
Mask is off.
They sitting there creating content because they got to sit there and pay.
Hey, listen, the real gaming, the real Xbox community already knew these frauds. We were just waiting for that mask to get lifted. We knew what was behind that. Damn horse snout.
Right.
We knew that was behind that.
Come
and
on,
they
man.
got away with it. One for competitive.
I just want them to compete.
Base,
I just want Xbox to be competitive. I love Xbox. I own an Xbox. I just want them to compete. You know what I mean?
And then
right. What happens when you inspect the base, right? The line turns blue. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. These suspects, these frauds, these double agents out here that y'all done put up in y'all communities just to tickle your ammo, they all failing you now. So now what's up? You got your Spider-Man, right? Nobody's talking about it.
Legal. I don't hate Xbox. I just want them to compete.
Right. Right.
I don't hate Xbox. I don't hate Xbox. I don't want them to compete. Second test.
The truth of the matter is, never wanted them to compete. That's basically all it is. I always kept saying that a lot of these clowns, if you were to dig into their past, if you had the time and you cared enough, you find out a lot of them are damaged goods to begin with. They either been bullied or bullied, and that's all they know. So as long as they in a situation where they're on top, they're always gonna keep being, being these little crummy little bastards.
Shout out to the community, for putting the pressure on them. Having them breaking down.
Exactly. Keep that pressure on.
Breaking down live, talking about
I can't hold it anymore. I gotta be honest with myself and my public. I'm doing a disservice. I'm not a neutral. I want this deal to be dead.
It's too much time, too much money, too much effort to try to change over.
You know what the funny thing is?
Clowning, y'all.
Legal. Remember that funny thing when Xbox after the
what's up, Doctor?
After the PlayStation show, the Xbox is like, hey, these games are looking good for us too, right? The multiplats they showed off. And then on Sunday after our show, this one little pony out there, he's like, hey, also coming to PS5. And one of the guys is like, hey, ours is coming to Game Pass, not on PS Plus. And that was it. Every single one of those games are coming to Game Pass, and these guys are sitting there. And then it's like, bro, like, seriously, just go and play on your gaming station. You've paid $700 for that, and you're all day on Twitter for who? Like Jim Ryan's or daddies right there.
Because there's nothing to play. They may have those third parties, but they don't play them.
They don't play them, guys. Even the Asian CEO stated that they've noticed an influx of users just not buying games, and it's crippling their sector where they make money for their software sales, right? So all this hardware that they're pushing out, tooting their horns on, they're absolutely not buying one piece of game and supporting the dev. The only thing that they could afford to buy is those $60 DLCs that they're dropping after the game dropped like 10 years. Just carrying on the story. They're dragging the PS4, guys. The PS4 is not done until 2024. These guys are in a mixed generation. Every single game.
They down bad, bro. They down bad right now.
Spider-Man is built on PS4, guys. That's how.
I saw them putting out polls. How would you rate the Xbox Showcase?
Just like God of War, remember they didn't put specs out, and all of a sudden, oh, we built it ground up for the PlayStation 4 and the 4 Pro, but for the PlayStation 5, we added a little bit more horsepower, and that was it. And then that German guy goes on TV. He's like, PlayStation has fake HDR for this trout looking electronic bow and arrow game. They ruined the generation. They went really, really bad. They thought that console sales would save them and win competition, but being smart as Microsoft is, and being the gigantic software and hardware makers that they are, they understood how quickly times have changed and things are shifting between generations. They've picked up on that ball there. And they're like, hey, we could sell as many consoles as we want, but who's going to be playing the games that are going to be released? Who's going to be buying those? Let's go Game Pass. Boom, right there. And here we are. What was that? Since 2019, Game Development Conference, the surprise reveal.
Spartan said they treating the console like what it looks like, a router. They just set it up and leave it there. That's crazy.
Hey, yo, Shane G, that's what happens when you be dumb out here, bro. When you're not yourself out here and you act stupid all the time, right? You get checked. He got checked by Dev, and now he has to come out here apologizing. There ain't nothing to apologize, bro. You don't need to apologize to the gaming community. We don't take you that serious because you don't take yourself that serious.
He needs to apologize to his own base for being an idiot.
To do a disservice to yourself, man.
You got to expose
real with yourself. Then that way you don't have to apologize. I put up a poll last week. I spoke to the gaming community. I asked the gaming community, do they think the game is going to be in 4K 60? The majority said no. You're the only dummy out here that don't seem to understand that when you make a big game, no matter if you got a PC or not, when you make something that big and you put that much work into it, the frame is the last thing you're worrying about. You're trying to make that thing a gaming experience. A gaming experience is the whole totality of the game. They didn't want to compromise that game over frame rates. They wanted to make that game overall beautiful, overall fun factor, overall gameplay aspect, overall experience. So if I had to do like a chart, right? A bar chart for everything is even. That's what they did. They made everything even. Nothing is beating nothing anywhere. They stabilized that game so that we'd have the greatest experience between each other or to yourself. That dummy coming out here talking about 60 frames per second, he was doing that for clout. He knows that. He was doing that for the clickbait. He knows that. Because what he gravitated to was the wildebeest community. You're not gravitating to the real gaming community. You're gravitating to those people who, no matter what you say, regardless of how stupid it sounds, as long as it's bad mouth and Xbox, I'm liking it. So when somebody real in the gaming community comes and makes you pick your teeth up, now you apologize. So we laughing at you, Dreamcast guy, promoting a dead console, bro. We ain't take you serious no way. You sound dumb anyway, promoting Dreamcast like Dreamcast wasn't connected to Xbox in the beginning.
I guess he's got to keep dreaming.
So I keep telling folks, why y'all taking Ronald McDonald seriously? Just order a hamburger, some fries from him, and call it a day.
Check this out. This clown that apologized got called out back in January. The reason why he's creating content, he's not even a gamer. He has to go spend $50,000 on a dental plan. He has no job. He has no nothing. He's sitting there out of nowhere.
Oh shit!
Hey, foreign kill. Hey, foreign.
Yo.
Yeah, hey, no Dreamcast guy, the Red Dragon too. They ain't got no jobs, Lou. The whole job is just bash Xbox 24/7 without getting paid.
Games now. Why you say they live in the same trailer park? Games. Why you say that?
Right.
Hey, Dreamcast got to put his cash up in the Twitter spaces.
They clip his wings.
Oh no!
No, they clip Red Dragon's wings off and can cut off his tail.
Hey, that guy turned from the Red Dragon to a dragonfly.
Charles King Cypher, what's good, baby? What's up, Vac Records? Shout out to
turn to Dragon Tails.
That Dreamcast guy is missing a set of teeth, and yet using YouTube, thinking he's gonna make 15 grand overnight. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Facts,
that guy needs to go. He's better off.
That man went from Red Dragon to Dragon Tails on PBS.
Facts. Facts, bro.
Right, I did not know why you were singing a Dragon Tail song.
The butterfly.
Yeah. Facts.
The less attention we pay to these clowns,
really? Dragon Tails.
They're all canceled from all of these. All of these fake ass gamer rants, every one of them, including the ponies, they're all canceled. Thank you all in the community. Thank you all with the big accounts. Thank you all with the small accounts for cutting these ponies. And now they're sitting there stuffing
the Pixie Monster and Goofballs.
We got them down bad, y'all. They down bad out here. You see them on Twitter? They down bad. They don't even play anymore. They can't even talk gaming. You got him out here comparing Starfield to Spider-Man.
It's like I said in my video, man. The song said it's over.
Hey, like I said on Twitter, bro. They got a new borough. He got new planets. That's wild.
We got boroughs. We got boroughs. We got the same city.
They gave him a fish market and Long Island City. They hyped.
I don't understand, guys. The only thing that they did is give like a gate to open a door.
Shout out to Bad Juju. Hey, if it's big, if it's huge, it will. Yeah, we can see this.
Hey, it's one guy in the Twitter Spaces. He's another Twitter Space in the Twitter world. He said all Sony first party games have 60 frames. Option. You need to demand better, especially with all your cap about full RDNA too. This is what I wrote. Starfield is more advanced than Spider-Man than any Sony game. What are you talking about? Like you think you can't compare Spider-Man to Starfield, dude? That Starfield is way more advanced, dude. Like, so come on, man. Like, you're comparing to a massive.
They couldn't even help give you different animations between the suits.
Yeah, open world space RPG to a Spider-Man that's in the same goddamn city, man.
I got a question. What's Bungie's answer to this Starfield game coming out?
Releasing it on Xbox.
Facts.
Whatever it is releasing on Xbox.
Hey, since when does Bungie compete with Bethesda anyway, though? Like,
yeah, it's like they just have Destiny and that's it. And that marathon, that paintball game, that's what it is. That they're coming out.
It's coming on Xbox.
Hey, don't disrespect marathon. I'm actually gonna play that.
You played the first one, Game Heroes?
Nah, I ain't was allowed that tall.
You're trying to check my man like you're a big fan of
something. Really great. Avowed has stepped up this game too, huh? That was a beautiful game show. Avowed was showing up as well too. That's another killer right there.
That new Spider-Man 2 commercial is gonna hit. Every alley is like a new world.
Oh no, Mama words. Hey, Mama words, right? I don't care what people say. Like
JyzalGamingTV, they treating it like
know what you're gonna find.
JyzalGamingTV, they treating it like how Ty Howard says Starfield is. How being out in space is his own reality and being on the ground is another reality. Being in the alleys is one reality. Being on the rooftops is another.
Right.
Hey man, if you guys need anything, I'll be playing Starfield. I'll be smuggling drugs, and if you guys want some escorts, let me know. I'll drop off on some stuff on the way too.
Hey, mark my words, right? Remember, Spider-Man's coming the 20th, right? Right. So 10 days before is Forza. I will bet you Forza score better than Spider-Man.
Yo. We traveling amongst the stars. They traveling amongst pigeons and rats.
Yeah.
But Forza will get a better score than Spider-Man.
Forza is gonna kill everything. Every single racing game is gonna put to shame the reality in that game, the simulation, the tracks that you're gonna be driving on. The real-time weather that you're going to be experiencing. I definitely recommend for anyone that's a racing fan, enthusiast, go purchase the steering wheel for Forza, as well as purchase one of those flying sticks that you get to choose for flight simulator. Get that flight simulator. It's cloud tech with ML, machine learning, NDA Series X. It's going to be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
And see, you got some of them out here already putting up tweets talking about like, well, why can't they at least give us the option to do 60? Why can't we have a performance option?
No,
it's like man, it's like Phil said, it's a creative decision, man. Just leave it alone.
There's a reason why every single system in that game, every single star, galaxy, everything that we do,
everything is being simulated. Yeah, everything's being simulated in real time.
I'm not in debate, right, with a fan base that has never played a game that big, or their studios have ever created a game that big to ask a stupid question like that. Yo, but the realest now want to have me cracking up, man. I gotta repeat this, bro. He had me rolling over it just a minute. Yeah, those ponies are hurting. Their ass balled up somewhere in the corner with their mustache hoodies on.
Boo-hoo!
Yes, it's over.
Y'all were talking all these things about these games, yo. There's one thing I want to mention too. Okay, Forza, right? Low key, one of the things I really like about what I saw in Forza, yo, low key, because this is a thing people complain about all the time, like they're not willing, to trade frame rate for ray tracing. Ray tracing can, sometimes be a subtle thing. Yo, you see both of those things addressed in Forza. 60 frames, and the ray tracing isn't something subtle. You see reflections that look proper. I've never seen reflections like that move that well and actually could affect your gameplay. In a racing game, you get real tight to
they supposed to be using that ray trace audio also.
Yeah, ray trace audio and ray trace graphics is beautiful, man. It really impressed. You see it in the trailer.
And every bit of that is going into the new Fable.
Yep, same engine.
Hey, it Forza on 4K 60 with ray tracing.
Forza Horizon
Exactly.
5 has everything. Our Xbox is showcasing hardcore games coming
But
out.
remember, 60 frames is a developer choice. Like a lot of developers this generation will do 30. Depends on how skilled the game is. Some developers some developers want the graphic fidelity. Some of them don't want that. So Todd Howard literally said that, yeah, he could lower down the resolution and make it 60, but he doesn't want that because he wants everybody to see how good the game is.
And see, the thing is we all keep talking about it. Me and legal and stuff is the dude said lock 30. A lock 30 is smooth, dude.
Yeah, a lock 30 is smooth. Like he's not gonna. It's not cap. Like so, it's not like open cap. It's actually like 30. Look, it's all about developer choice, right? Ubisoft been doing this for years. All right. Sony games back last generation, most of them run 30. So Xbox first party games last generation run 60. It's about developer choice, man. You can't sit down and tell me, 30 make you motion sickness. That's bullshit because it's got motion sickness, right? So one of you was playing games back in the days. A lot of your games, your favorite games, are the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, even PS3 or Xbox, OG Xbox or 360 games were all run 30. The best games that like for your generation all run 30. Most games. So why you didn't get motion sickness? Like I never seen that in my life. I've been look. I play Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That should run down 20 frames per second. I don't get motion sickness. Like it just like the developer choice. Can Tears of the Kingdom 160? Kind of, but that's what Nintendo choose. Like because they want to look. You can sacrifice graphics and resolution to lower it down, or you want to make your game look the best possible. Some developers don't want to do that. Some developers say, okay, you know what, I'm going to use a performance mode, a fidelity mode, and this mode and that mode. Some developers say, okay, look, man, this is our game looks like. It looks amazing. We're going to make this 30. That's it. So you can't sit down and say, oh, Xbox Series X cannot run 30 frames, 60 frames. Forza Motorsport is going to run 4K 60. Was ray tracing.
Everybody to see what Bad Juju just said. They're not understanding you, fam. But I do.
And there's also the sample rate of the controls. Right there. And there's something not accurate about what he said, because even on PC and console nowadays, especially console nowadays, they definitely have this. I know Xbox specifically has this, right? Where the sampling rate, like you might see on phones, they talk about the touch sampling is 720 hertz, even though like some of the fastest phones is 120 hertz. Even though the game and the screen may not be drawing at a certain rate, it's sampling controls at a faster rate. Legal knows about with Killer Instinct. Internally, that game runs at 90 hertz. Okay, before it was even available to be 120 and the game was running at 60, the game was running internally at 90 and capturing all the controls, all the physics of the game at 90. So that's not something that's new in gaming. I can tell you that as far as the first time I experienced it was way back in the day in Crysis. Everybody knows how Crysis was that game that killed PCs and nobody was getting a good frame rate, even if you had, the highest end machines of the time when the game came out, right? But even though you might get a crappy frame rate depending on whatever hardware you had, the controls was always good. That's the same thing now. And it's a good thing that Games Heroes brought up, Zelda and 20 frames and all this frame rate talk from yesterday with the reaction to Starfield. And the reaction for Starfield, I feel from all gamers who were being objective about what they saw was all in unison and saying, yo, they like what they saw at 30 frames. It looked good. They wish for 60, but it looked good, right? So it looked good, right? So peep game. So now I think for me, and this
remember Phil name said it. He didn't just say it looked good. What did they say? Also, they said it felt good.
It felt good, right? So now I think that changed, and this is something I was discussing last night, right? I think this changes the whole context of the Game of the Year discussion, because if Zelda, right, can be less than 720p internally, it's being upscaled from like 540p, right, to be as low as 20 frames at times, right? Now the whole if that can be accepted as Game of the Year, where it's just more of the same game, a great game, right? Up until yesterday, nobody could debate the Game of the Year discussion when it came to Zelda. I'm not putting no shame on its name. However, what we saw from Starfield yesterday changes that whole context. Now, I do not require it to win, because I can understand Zelda's still winning based on whatever people feel. We already know who runs it. It don't matter, right? Even though Elden Ring won last year because he couldn't avoid that. This year, between these two titans of games, I could, but at least it better be nominated. I don't want to hear none of this crap about, when it came out, yada, yada, blah. This is about to be, and here's the thing to me that makes me think Starfield should win, right? Because this is not just the Game of the Year. This is already being talked about as the Game of the Generation, okay? So how the hell the already heir apparent Game of the Generation not also be the Game of the Year of its own year? By default.
That's just like the deal.
I can go deeper than that, Sick.
Oh, please do.
Notice that because you killed it. Notice how Tears of the Kingdom isn't nothing more than an extended DLC of Breath of the Wild. Let's just keep it. If we're gonna keep it
exactly,
100,
exactly, and no shame on that.
Remember, I told you that. Originally, it was supposed to be the DLC.
Right.
Yeah, this is not some fanboy stuff. Yup.
Let's bring the dumpster in, right? Where all the maggots are out. If we're gonna keep it 100, right? That game is just a longer version of the Breath of the Wild. If you play Breath of the Wild, you play Tears of the Kingdom, you pretty much playing the same dynamics, same game, same world.
What you saying is DLC?
Little aspects are different.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Okay. Right.
You playing
DLC.
Starfield.
Standalone
You're playing
DLC,
something that's never been
Just say it's DLC because anything else
notice,
sounded disingenuous.
Zelda's hype.
Oh, he said it
isn't even here anymore.
It's DLC.
It's gone. Nobody's even talking about Zelda no more. But guess what?
What?
Guess what people are gonna be talking about for the rest of this year, J-Rock?
Rest of the year? You mean like rest
The
of
rest
the
of the
decade?
generation, homeboy.
Literally. Just like Skyrim. Just like Skyrim.
Listen. You could already tell, right? They literally showed you Fable, Avowed, Hellblade, and what we're talking about? Starfield.
Right.
Starfield.
Zelda don't have no chance in the real scheme of things. A lot of y'all need to stop. A lot of y'all need to get the Game Awards out of y'all's minds.
Right. It don't even really matter. That's what everybody keeps saying. So there you go. It's already the game of the generation.
Never go to the Game Awards with Xbox on your mind. Never do that.
It's already the people's champion.
Right.
I think that's more important. I think that's more important.
Going to Japan trying to buy a Chevy and a Ford. Told y'all that. Like, leave that out of there. But here's the difference. Like Six said, here's the difference. Starfield is a bully out here. Just like I told y'all, it's hard to deny the impact that it's having. I like what Nintendo did. Don't get me wrong. They put out the little Switch game. They put out the customized controller and little console, the little handheld console, and it was purty. Don't get me wrong, it was cute, nice and purty. I think you can buy a little purse for it. Put it in your little purse and put it around your back and walk around if you want to. Don't do that. I don't advise nobody to get their little purty little Zelda Switch stolen. But even though they did all of that, ain't competing with that watch that they about to have on people's wrists. That watch alone just slaughtered everything.
Man, dude, you got folks over in Japan going crazy trying to message Phil about is that watch coming over there.
Exactly. The watch alone, and it's a smart watch. You can hook it up to your phone. You can hook it up to your phones, y'all. Come on. You're sitting around here with a smart watch. Just off
I wonder whose brand of watch is that? Or who's actually making the watch? Did they say?
I don't know, but we need to find out.
Man, I had to call one down because they were going crazy like oh I guess over here we're never going to get that watch.
Yo, I just realized, that's a crazy question. Nobody even freaking knows, and it's already sold out off of that alone. Nobody even knows if it's a good brand watch.
Hey, they don't say what kind of watch it is.
Yeah, they really don't, and it's already sold the F out.
Yo, sick. Realist done made me cop a Casio.
It might just be.
What's wrong with Casio, man?
Hey, realist, they bringing back the Swatch.
Yeah, for $300, which I thought you were getting a Samsung smartwatch, a Citizen, Echo Drive.
Samsung sell the low end.
You were getting a Tag Heuer.
So who knows?
Hey, Samsung does not sell the new watches for no $300.
And it sold the hell out, bro. Yo, it could be a Mickey Mouse watch from Disney, yo.
Hey, when you said it was a smartwatch,
y'all laughing at clowner, but each one of y'all want a Swatch. So knock it off.
I had a Casio.
You haters out there. How does it feel to know that a watch just beat all customizable consoles in the history of gaming? A watch. I never thought I'd see something like that.
Big difference between the two.
Saw it, we all thought the same thing. Yo, I want that. Everybody. Yo, because nobody, everybody doesn't act like that for everything. It's usually, certain groups, it'll appeal to, right? That appeal to everybody. everybody. PC heads. I know some PlayStation heads got that. Yep.
And we spent $300 for Walmart watches.
Man, you look at their hardware reveal in their showcase, and then you're like, everybody's like, oh, so it's a Wii U knockoff. Earbuds, man, I don't want no damn earbuds. But then you come to what hardware Xbox is showing in their showcase. It's like a Black Series S. What? Yeah, 1 terabyte?
Bro.
What?
You know that
Sign
was a
me
big
up.
deal for me, fam. I couldn't believe it.
And people are trying to spin that as a negative, bro. The pony bots really on that low key. But yo, Legal, may I be petty for a few moments, sir?
What stopped you before?
I'm just saying, because this one I don't know. I think I have to get the check off on this one, bro. Let me tell you.
Bring it.
Starfield, its origins in terms of our knowledge of its existence, right, came from a supposed game that Sony was going to pay to have exclusivity. Correct? That's how we first came to know of this game, right? So the successor to Skyrim, literally Todd Howard's magnum opus, very literally. I don't mean just do that, just for sensationalism's sake, right? His magnum opus. Literally, he has said everything he's ever made has led up to this in terms of his progression, right? For that to have been exclusive to PlayStation, we already see the impact it's having now. I brought that up earlier. This is already the game of the generation, most everyone's eyes thus far, right? So at this point, not only we see these PlayStation fanboys are seething, Dreamcast guy being the textbook example, right? The whole internet claiming that dude for free. It's just easy. I don't need to get into specifics, so I'm not going to be too salty. But or farm too much of that salt, because some of y'all is gonna get that high blood pressure and bro, because y'all ODing on that salt. But remember, these PlayStation fanboys are especially mad because they see the game. It's beautiful. They don't even really go after the 60 frames excuse or talking point really that hard. They've gone harder about lesser things, right? It's they see this game and they know it's freaking beautiful and it's burning their souls. They know what impact it would have been if they got the exclusive on that game, and they don't have it. And now it's been flipped onto them and they're assed out. They are seething mad. You can tell they still have nothing to really say. By this point, they should have already had their talking points, like some BS date that their little hive man came together and said something. Nothing out of them yet. Still, they don't even go out there 60 frames per second thing that hard. They really not. They shook. This is this.
They go between that. They go between how the face models look, comparing it to like old games. Like, look at Red Dead Redemption. Oh, look at this. And of all people to bring that crap up was the old dude who did Postal, a game that still looks dated, like it's from the PS2 era.
Bro, somebody showed resistance, bro. Somebody showed Killzone today, man.
Wow, really? They had
those franchises.
They felt absolutely that threatened.
Yeah, they down bad today, bro.
Let me dig in my bag of tricks.
Wait a minute. Let me come correct. So they try. If I come correct, were they trying to show Killzone in comparison to that city in Starfield?
Yeah, listen, man. You took Killzone.
Bro, they trying to compare it. I ain't lying to you. It's out there.
You took compare and stuff down bad, man. Yo, I'm gonna have to talk to you. Yo, listen, man. Why you keep showing Killzone? See, that's how bad it is, man. Like, guys, like these people trying to show a dead franchise that they didn't even record in the PS3 era, and that franchise been dead over 10 years, and talk about Killzone look better than Starfield. Come on, man. Starfield is a new IP. Killzone is I don't know where the hell Killzone is. That shit is 6 feet under in the grave, man. Nobody plays that crap no more. Even the servers are shut down. Come on, man. Like, no. I said, no. You want to go this route? Rise of Rome will look better than Spider-Man.
True.
It's for them, guys. It's time to make some room and start welcoming.
He's not lying, actually. He's not lying.
Set an example, guys. It's over. Now we know the truth. Now we know with the facts. PlayStation has lost this generation from it's done. Now we're gonna have to accept these clowns into our community, which we're more than welcome to because we're gamers and we love everybody in the community and we love gaming with them.
Speak for yourself.
That's
you talking about, man. I'm fueled by hatred.
Stand on your own. Stand on your own 10 with that one, Spartan.
Hey,
100% hatred here, man.
Y'all going down with me, okay? I can't. No.
I didn't let Crap Gamer, Mooch, MBG, Dreamcast guy. Who else flip flopping? Who went neutral? Ran out Thor deal, and none of them dudes dragged me down. I ain't letting none of them drag me down.
Shout out to Spider-Man.
I'm like this, man. Nobody can tell full-grown men what to go out and buy. If they want to go buy them an Xbox, go ahead. But as far as coming back through the gate, no. You your own island. You your own island, but thanks for your support.
Yeah, they could sit there and Project Q and VR2 and look forward to their next generation non-Bluetooth earbuds. That's all they have. Their movies are coming out, so they can go and get some tickets.
Venom isn't Eddie Brock.
Oh, that's true.
Look, y'all. The Venom is Uncle Ben.
What?
Uncle Ben? That's the rumor.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Back up.
The right
what?
Way?
It's not Eddie Brock. That was something that was known.
Yeah.
I saw, right? What I didn't know was that it was Uncle Ben. I didn't know that until just now. Actually, no, I did hear that.
How
the rumor is Uncle Ben? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. When I say,
but is Miles' Uncle Ben or Peter's?
Oh no,
it don't make no sense, bro.
It's Uncle Bend over right over there.
Well, Sony just do their own damn thing.
So
no. See, Sony acts just like a true
Uncle Ben was the Prowler, right? So it can't be him. And then Peter's Uncle Ben is
Ben dead since
dead.
Dude,
yeah.
See,
so what the hell?
Legal. This shows just how much of a damn movie studio they are. Instead of honoring the material, they do what the hell they want to do.
There it is, right there.
They even portrayed him dead in the first movie. They portrayed the whole thing. What the hell? And they did the same thing for Miles, with the Prowler when he was a Prowler and he dies in that. Spoiler alert! He dies in that movie too. Like what the f? Sony made both of those, right?
Uncle Ben.
Yo,
you guys.
I'd rather be Ben from the Rice, bro. That would make more sense than this at this point.
Out of all the games, guys, you know what I'm most looking forward to next year? Flight Simulator.
Oh, nice. 2024, yes. Who knew even considered that they were coming up with a big update like this?
Sick. That Flight Simulator, get ready. As I said it before earlier in the show, it's going to use the cloud tech as well as the machine learning and the graphics that you saw. It's just wow, man.
Hey,
you get to go and do your own journeys, your own drop-offs and pickups and securities, ambulance. This you get to.
That's deep. Yeah, that's deep.
It's a great way to gamify a simulator like that. Make it a game.
Guys, a Doom DLC to that Flight Simulator right back to back. Not only did they show a next generation cloud computing game, they showed a DLC right next to it. That's sick.
Oh, and speaking of Doom, that's it, we still haven't even seen anything from it. And because Microsoft has said they have more to show at other events. Like this past year, let us not forget about how many times we got a bunch of games on any platform that wasn't announced at E3 last year, right? Between this point last year and now, there were lots of games that weren't announced until right around release time, like just before, right? We had one shadow drop, but I'm talking about besides Hi-Fi Rush, like games that were announced a month before they came out of nowhere, Like that one game, Wanted something, right? It didn't do that well. It was kind of interesting. It didn't look like it did too well, right? But we didn't know about that game until like a month before release. There's lots of games like that become something, right? And and one of the top games of the year, right? That most people have played or at least have heard of and was pointed to as a good game that you should try, right? Like that happens all the time. So there's so much more stuff that we haven't even heard of. That's probably coming out early next year, or maybe even sometime this year that we still don't even know about.
Yeah, but the Doom is finished, so they're not making another Doom yet.
Right, but I mean, he's wearing that Hexen shirt, and now maybe, yeah, right. But sometimes that's a little too on the nose. Maybe it's Hexen, or maybe it's they want to do something where he puts the shirt on him, right, to gauge the interest, right? How many times people talk about it? Because obviously he wore the shirt for a reason, but the reason doesn't have to be exactly what we all think. He advertised in the game. It's most likely that. Let's not front. But it could be anything. It could be anything. Yeah, you're hot. So it could be anything. It hasn't released anything big in a while. It's probably not Doom. I agree. Probably the next thing is going to be something like Quake. People have been at. It could be that, right? Who knows?
That T-shirt he was wearing with the Hexen.
Yeah,
that was a hint on what's
right.
next.
It's probably Hexen. Instead of doing Heretic, they're gonna go straight to Hexen. Right?
They did a great job. I'm really proud of their format this year. They've cleaned it up, and they're actually showing us game that they're releasing within the next few months, and then they're showing what's coming out early. That's all we need. They cleaned up that format. Oh, look at this game coming. No. Show us what you're releasing in the next few months that are hitters, and then show us what's coming out early. That's confirmed, like solidly confirmed for early next year, and then again mid June next year. Do your show again and drop the same format. This is what I like to see.
So next Spartan next year, what we have lined up? We have Avowed, Fable, Hellblade.
We've got heavy hitters. We got 13 first-party exclusives just right there. Hello.
That's 4 games you just mentioned right there. That's 1 for every quarter if they really want to do that. Remember, he was talking about that. There's the 4 for next year right there. And that's just the games you remember off the top of your dome. Right? That's not even the whole list.
Hey, the biggest highlight in the showcase is Sea of Thieves Monkey Island. I don't care what people say.
That was cool.
The Monkey Islands are good. That's a
good other than Starfare's Clockwork Revolution.
That's what I was gonna say.
And South of Midnight.
South of Midnight, yeah, bro.
I mean, because I read some more about that game.
And can you believe Clockwork is only alpha? That was alpha footage.
All I know is it was gameplay.
Yeah.
Hey, what you said?
It was pre-alpha. It was pre-alpha, meaning they haven't even implemented everything that they plan to put in it.
It looked good, shit.
That's not until a beta. It looked ridiculous. But
you guys can search for designations. All I'm saying is Xbox showed us gameplay on a brand new IP, and I'm excited to see it. It could be pre-alpha.
Oh man,
it could be embryonic alpha.
It looked like BioShock, right?
Hey, did you see the BioShock dev bad? Try to call him out. Yeah, I was mad.
That's Starfield, guys. It's gonna
but check it out. They didn't get upset about Dishonored, and it's steampunk, has some steampunk things in there as well.
And Dishonored copy of a game called Thief.
But all I'm saying is they don't say nothing until they see Clockwork.
Nope. but steampunk is not new in the game, man. Like I don't understand why that.
Yeah, but steampunk that's done well. But steampunk that's done well. But all I'm saying about the alpha and beta thing is, see, at such an early point, it looks that good. That's the point, right? If you say alpha instead of beta, all the features are supposed to be implemented. Now they got to work on bugs. In alpha, it's not even done yet, and it looks that great.
But the game is in pre-alpha, though. The game is in pre-alpha,
and it already looks this good. That's
nice. Funny about it though. That's the one of the first games they're making. They're making another game, so shit. So they have 2 games in development. So in Exile Games are really good developers. Like they came from Blackout Studios. They used to make the Fallout series. So that's another good high profile studios. Like look, man, a lot of these studios, they're cooking, man. It's going to take a long time because remember, these studios was bought in 2018. So these games were in development, either before or after the Microsoft required them. So
check this one out. Games. The one that I'm really impressed with
for compulsion.
It's called 33 Immortals.
Oh yeah, where is that? What is that?
Player co-op game.
It's like Hades.
See, now you remember the other one that you couldn't remember off top.
It looks like Hades.
Yeah, it looks like Hades. Like wait, explain how you explain. I don't know what the.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like they know what we know. I guess you have to find like an article about it, but it looked just like Hades until they started talking about 33 player co-op.
Oh, that's
What
crazy.
was that beat 'em up with the tower or something? It was beat 'em up game.
It's a
I know what you're talking about.
roguelike for
But I
33
forgot.
players. Play a damned soul, a rebel against God's final judgment. Pick up and raid. Cooperative to survive. Well,
That's nice. That's cool.
Thunder Lotus. That's from Thunder Lotus right there.
Yeah. Oh, you know another game they show? I forgot what it's called. It
With
came
the
from
tower?
Capcom. New IP.
Oh yeah, something of the goddess.
Yeah.
Path of the Goddess.
That's
looking fantastic.
That's
texture
sure
detail,
good.
right? Like the texture detail reminds you of when a generation is brand new, right? Like within that first 3 months when you first buy it, and every new game got that crazy sharp detail looking in the textures. That game has that.
The thing is, it's like, now it's amazing that here it is. You would have expected that Capcom and Atlas both would have showcased both of those brand new IPs on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation
change Fireballs.
You would have expected that, but no, they changed it up. They dropped it on the Xbox showcase.
Yep.
Same. Matter of fact, I keep saying it. Same with City Skylines 2. People been, especially on the PC side, been bugging about how the game look. What's the game look like? How it plays. They did. You would think that Paradox is going to show it during the PC showcase. No, they showed it on the Xbox showcase.
And where did they put it?
Controller
on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's a Game Pass.
Right.
But they got a few other games in Game Pass. You expected to see City Skylines and somebody else's stage Fireballs?
Y'all need to go out there and make a garden.
I was expecting on the PC one because
on the PC.
Yeah.
Who watches that other than sick?
Yo, really?
Exactly the point. Exactly the point. Nobody does. But local people have been asking for that. So now it's on console. Its premiere was on a console show, and it looked like they have great controller interface that still leverages everything the game has to offer, but still in the controller. Like, bro, that's gonna hit it twice.
Both them and Paradox have been mighty tight, hand in hand for a long while, man. So I'm starting to wonder if something's cooking up.
There's supposed to be another game too that they got to show.
They had these are all the games that they showed. So of course we had Starfield, Forza, Sensuous Saga, Hellblade 2, Fable, Avowed, The Elder Scrolls, Necron.
We got Mr. Kima in the building.
Powerborn, Clockwork, as well as Path of Goddess, Metaphor, Befanastro, South of Midnight, Star Wars Outlaw. That looks really nice. Yes, sir.
Spartan, you forgetting the garden game for Fireballs. He needs to. They need to get him a game where he can shell corn, pick peas. You know what I'm saying?
Shovel hay.
Shovel some hay. Look at that.
Payday 3.
You already got that.
Oh,
you already got that. It's called
Payday 3
Harvest
is on
Moon.
Game Pass, right? Is it?
Oh yeah.
That's right. They got that one Japanese game that's like Harvest Moon on Game Pass now.
Speaking of Payday, so that Sony game that you show, what's it called? Fair Games, Fair Banks, whatever that you call, right? That looks like a bootleg Paydays. Yeah. So Fairbanks or Fair Games.
Games here the only payday they know is
yeah. So Payday, Fair Games is a copy of Payday, but Payday looks better than Fair Games. So all right, hey, look, man, rest in peace, Fair Games. That's the only.
Hey guys, that's Yakuza. Kevin's on fire.
I can't play Yakuza, dude. That's just too man weird.
Hey, what's the name? What's the name of the new game that was revealed from the creators of Persona?
We do have the
Metaphor. Oh, that's right. There was a new Yakuza as well. They debuted that too on the Xbox stage.
Oh, what happened to the game?
Infinite Wealth.
Yeah, Infinite Wealth.
Yeah, what happened to that game? It was supposed to came out the second quarter. I actually want to. It's on PC exclusive. Aura: The History Untold. Interesting. So that's not coming out this year?
I think so. But you know they showed that already.
As well as Still Wakes.
They did?
Still Wakes the Deep, Dungeons of Hinterberg, Just Sant, Persona 3 and 5 coming out too. There's Overwatch, of course. It's we're about to eat good right now. In about 8 days, and that's it. We're doing good. We got our first party plats, we got our multi plats, we got our little games on the side. Every single game's on fire on Game Pass right now. Whoever doesn't have Game Pass for $20, slap yourself across the face right now. That's less than a cup of coffee a day there for a week. You could get yourself Game Pass for a month.
Here we go. Sounding like the infomercial.
For real. It's, if you could afford,
you got to get teary-eyed.
You must be getting paid by Microsoft.
If you could afford an iPhone,
you got to sound teary-eyed
for $20 for
a cup of coffee a day.
For real, if you don't have Game Pass, slap yourselves. It's embarrassing right now. We're in a great generation. This is it. After all the suffering, long waiting that I had personally, and now I'm glad everything's good. Gaming is
you was suffering.
I gotta get that shout out. I gotta
Hey,
get a shout out.
Hey, Gaming and Jay, yo, that's the homie right there.
Yo,
follow this man's channel.
Israel Rules, my homie, H-Town representative. Shout out to Mr. King, we're down in the D-Town. We got all this Texas connection up in the day, realist. I got Island Gaming with Jay in the building. Yo, shout out to everybody. Nene29 in the building. Y'all already know what's good.
What's up, Pastor?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
How does it feel, people?
Hey, what's up, Pastor?
Oh, man.
What's going on, Rangy?
His family is happy as hell right now.
Yo, it feels different. It's kind of surreal. It's like, you know, I don't know how to put it.
Sick. Look who's trying to come back into our good graces.
Who?
Ryan McCappin.
Man.
Oh yeah, he was at the show. He was at the show.
I'm trying to talk to y'all. I don't even care what that clown said. All of a sudden, I capped it front style.
Fable looked so good yesterday.
Oh yeah, yep. All of a sudden, they flip flopping.
I wish it was gameplay. That was gameplay. Shut your.
Yeah, I gave that a like
too.
I gave that a like too.
Pick your hooves and leave,
man.
But yo,
hey man, I got a question to ask y'all real quick.
Hang on a second, Fireboss. Like, where actually we turned the corner for real. We really did.
Yeah, for real.
Right? Like, that was the moment, was yesterday. It's kind of surreal. It's like you asked how I feel. I'm not like, holy shit, we won. It's not like, oh my God, I won something, like I won $1 million on it. I feel happy about it, of course, but it's not like, oh, like I'm blown away. But it's just like, this is what it is now. This is just what it is now, right? We just in the lead like that. Look at what you said earlier about the years, about the games for next year, right? 4 games off top, and that was just some. That wasn't all, right? And that already lines up with what he said about 1 major per quarter. That's alone of just what you remembered. And then you brought up a bunch of other stuff that's just, some of them were even bigger games. We eating too good. Yo, man. Yo, and to see the amount of salt from people, it's just like, yo, we here now, bro. We here now. We went through a lot to get here.
Man, they lucky. The only thing they lost was their legs and the arm in this transaction, because could you imagine if during the end of the showcase, while Phil was talking about the storage coming and the Black Series S and everything, if they went ahead and just dropped the bomb saying, oh, and by the way, Game Pass Friends and Family is releasing as of today. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Imagine. You know what my big thing was, man? I'm gonna be honest with you, Fireboss.
But hold on, Legal. Hold on. He said
we are starting to find out what insane non-car stuff Forza Tech is capable of. Brilliant hands.
Shut your ass.
Hey, Legal. So by January 2024, at like second day of New Year's,
family plan.
Will Ryan McCaffrey want to tweet out to PlayStation where's the games at? I'm sorry. Nah, listen, man. All these years, hey, all these years, man, I never seen somebody tweet in the third. Really, you gotta understand. People came.
Right now, that will blow up.
Hold on. People, really, you gotta understand, right? People came from vacation, New Year's Eve, and have time for their family.
Right.
This dude on the 5th of January. Listen, I understand March. It was the 5th of the day. The third day of the New Year's. The New Year's. This man came out and ranted about what's the games and the release dates of Xbox.
He was already ready, bro. Exactly. He had his guns out already. Now look at him.
But I blame the Xbox community back in the day. Team that Ryan McCaffrey was like an Xbox dude. Hey, damn Xbox dude. Like that man is look. Destin.
He's a mouthpiece for RTA, bro.
Yeah, listen, Destin and Ryan McCaffrey was the reason why the Xbox One lost last generation. Because all the propaganda they did. Remember the Rise of the Tomb Raider? Look at Ryan McCaffrey tweet. Oh, that's not fair. Xbox is money hacking games.
Gamers lost.
And he was big mad at that one. Big mad too. I remember that.
Yeah, he was bad for gamers. But remember, he's the same dude gave Xbox exclusives last year a D. My dude. See that look, man.
Now he's taking a D.
Now he's trying to come back to the Xbox side. Man, look, man.
Speak on it.
I told you it's gonna happen. But see, Microsoft can't do nothing because they got review codes and everything. So it's just how it is, dude. It's how it is.
Yo, peep game. I'm gonna be petty one more time with Dreamcast guy. I forget what he said, but he said something about they can get it up to 60 frames or whatever, right? And of all the people to check him, not only was it a developer from Sony Santa Monica came at him, bro. Sony developer, first party.
Sick. That developer looking for getting in with Playground Games.
Yo, man, he came up behind him and slit his throat.
We don't want that.
Real quick, I just want to say, shout out to Black Krillin. Hey, Asobo and Microsoft have a 10-year partnership. So they signed down for 10 years to develop their game for Microsoft. So Asobo's name, it might as well just be considered first party when it comes to that game.
No, it's technical. Listen, people understand. First party and second party is the same thing. The difference is that it's not internally. So Asobo is a second party developer for Microsoft, man. Come on, man.
But they had a 10-year contract for that game.
Yeah, they have a 10-year contract. So they might probably make Flight Sim 2025. Yeah, like come on, we know this, man. Like it's still a first party game. The game called Microsoft Flight Simulator. Come on, man. They don't call Asobo Sim.
Yo, shout out to Polybaba. Make it step it on, fam. Do your thing, man.
Hey,
on, baby.
Yeah.
You know what was the icing on the cake for me at the show as well?
Monkey Island.
Keanu Reeves standing in front of our faces and stating that I'm looking forward to you guys playing this Liberty DLC on your Series X and S. Nothing about PlayStation.
Microsoft has the marketing for that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They got to market that game.
What we need.
Yeah, but even he said it. That was crazy.
Yeah,
hey, you know what?
I mean, he knows who stage he's on, right?
Starfield.
Realist, you know what I really enjoyed? If they could, game devs could come out with a deep dive like Starfield did back in the Halo days. That was just amazing.
Hey, I gotta play Cyberpunk though. I gotta play Cyberpunk. I never played.
Hey,
we gotta play it, man. Gotta get back on it.
It's because you ain't no gamer.
Games, you know what? Dreamcast guy.
Get out of
Starfield.
Yeah. Hey, be quiet, really.
Because some of the surfaces of the planet reminds him of his face.
Oh man!
Hey, look, Dreamcast guy look like this dude that I used to know back in North Carolina who ate raw meat.
He said his
and then
face
Rocks
is
is as
procedurally
jagged as
generated.
Straight up, he's eat right out of the roll, man. He like this old buddy eat raw meat.
Right at the package.
He said his
Blood
face is
coming all out of his
procedurally
mouth.
generated. That's wild.
Yeah, that guy is down bad, guys. Right, that Dreamcast guy, his health is minus F right now. That guy is doing bad. The only reason why he's got a YouTube channel is to create content to pay for his medical debt.
He got to pay for that raw meat.
Yeah, that, right there, that gap in between. Honest, no disrespect, but you can't sit there and create content.
No disrespect, with all due respect, no respect. I have no respect.
Exactly, he's stupid.
Facts, realist.
He's dumb. Like, he's creating content, throwing left and right sour salt, whatever they call it, and just for his teeth. He doesn't get
then you got the snake flipper over there with them dolphin teeth.
Yo, my man called him Dreamcast girl.
Hey, you know what's really breaking him down? He gonna have to flip flop again.
Yeah,
this is really breaking him. This is really breaking him.
Cyberpunk is amazing. It's just action, consecutive action after action. That thing is amazing game.
Rangy 4, his face is procedurally generated. That's what he said. That's wild.
The machine learning hasn't been implemented yet.
He got him in that solar plexus, bro.
His hair getting loaded in by the SSD as we speak.
Everybody keep dreaming.
So what you trying to say? He's trying to say there's a lot of pop in?
There's a lot of popping.
I just want to say
absolutely.
It's spotty. It's using FSR 2.0.
I just want to salute every one of y'all, man.
You focus in the front because the back is gone.
It was got a 16-bit face.
All of y'all badges, man. Every single one of y'all. Straight up badges.
Hey, yo,
man.
boss, that's FSR. You focus in the front because the back is gone. God damn.
Dwayne Cast.
And yo, the name of all names, he got to be the Dreamcast guy. Don't he know that Xbox is like the spiritual successor? Like, Xbox took off for that role when Sega dropped the ball. Microsoft picked it up. Like, oh my god.
You know
Someone
how,
said, "Oh snap!" It said they recorded the moon landing there. Oh, that's crazy.
Hey, legal.
If you look real close, you see Neil Armstrong.
Hey, legal. Hey, off topic. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets.
Oh man, straight up, bro. Okay. Salute to them Nuggets, man.
And I'm not gonna jinx it. They're up 81-76 in 6 minutes.
No doubt. Don't
well, you did just jinx it. That's not. Yeah, that's too early to be saying that. But I mean, they're probably gonna win.
I got them winning it though. So
I gotta win this shit. Hey,
they're probably gonna win, but don't do that. You'll jinx them.
I had a bottle of 1942 on the line, so go ahead and close them out, Denver, because I said a gentleman's sweep. So get it over with.
Nice. They need to do their thing. How does it feel though, Xbox community? Straight up. I know y'all. It's just, like, you gotta look. This is what I gotta tell you, man. I gotta say this, right? Don't even waste your time no more. Make happy tweets. Celebrate Xbox victory. This is what it feels like when you basically won. You've won.
I told y'all last show, just point and laugh.
Yeah.
Won.
At that point
because
now.
Now the talking narrative has to be about Xbox. It's just that simple. You want to talk video games now on consoles, you come into Xbox. Bottom line. So buckle up, get ready for the flip-flopping.
There's gonna be a lot of flip-flopping. Watch.
Get ready for the moonwalking.
Why can't I just like gaming?
Ready to call them out. We're ready.
Hey, I bet
all consoles. I just wanted Xbox to do better.
Hey, I bet you. Hold on. In the next 3 years from now, Game Rank won't say, man, exclusives don't matter. Here's why.
What does it matter if a game is exclusive or not?
Right.
No, of course. Listen, man, we know that.
It could be like Ninja Theory. Why like Ninja Theory?
Now they're just buying.
I mean, the cultures doesn't match.
Now they're just buying things. Like, who buys Ninja Theory?
I never thought
the cultures. That's the new talking point now.
Arms flailing all around. What's the decision around about that?
Facts. I never thought I'd be so satisfied in my life.
Yeah, man.
Because the showcase
then
over my.
Then you got the other.
You never been so satisfied in your life. You got kids, don't you?
Hey, and then you got the other strung out Johnny Bravo wannabe over there with the
Well, you got to understand it. This is Xbox fault.
Are you talking about the malnourished cockatiel?
The strung out Johnny Bravo.
You know what they say though, right? The more money you have, the more problems you get.
Hey, J-Rock, where did these dudes come from, man?
I don't know, bro. That man came straight from rehab.
Dude went from being a sexual predator to all of a sudden wanting to be a console warrior.
Wasn't he banned from Destiny?
Facts.
It was his destiny to become a pony. Look at that shit.
Are you talking about Refresh?
Yeah, listen, man. He's my new arch enemy now, so I follow that dude every time.
Listen, man. Even Alex
is a bootleg Colin Moriarty.
Yeah, he's a bootleg. Yeah, just nuts.
Hey, listen, listen, man. He's my new arch.
I swear to God.
Hey, he's my new arch enemy, man. I'm following it. Anytime he makes out to stupid with Carmen, I'm just worried to this dude before he blocked me. Like, yeah, J-Rock, man.
Hey, yo, his arms move so much, I thought he was doing the Harlem Shake.
Hey, J-Rock.
He said he didn't want to be a console. He said he didn't want to be in the console war no more.
I thought it was a backup dancer.
Oh, he tapped out.
He tapped out.
Hey, J-Rock.
Breaking these boys, man.
Hey, man,
I backup dancer for P. Diddy.
The up rock, and he break it down, baby. Yeah.
Hey, J-Rock. Hey, Jay, I've been to this console war. I've been to console war for all these years, man. I've seen all of these dudes. I ain't never seen this dude in my life. Where did these dudes come from?
Hey, nowhere, man.
So now we have this dude. So
we're gonna have dudes like him flip flopping, and then the opponent's gonna see how I feel.
Yup.
You know what was
see, they're gonna eat off them right now.
Yeah, they all a bunch of bums, man. The less attention we pay them, the more they distance and go on the sunset. Fuck that. Excuse my language. One thing that impressed me.
That stopped you before.
One thing that impressed me about the showcase is Microsoft showcasing the power of their library without the Halo, without the Gears, without.
Can you believe those people actually complaining? Where's the Halo, Gears, and Forza combination? I was like, man,
bro, they said this show was bad because there was no Halo, no Gears. There was no Gears, no Indiana Jones, no Perfect Dark. Like,
Luke from Hidden Experience, man. Yo, there's Ponybot Jeans, or even amongst our own kind, Luke from Hidden Experience, you know, the channel that exclusively focuses on Halo, right? He's big mad that they didn't do nothing about Halo, even though they have something tomorrow.
Right.
And he should have known that already.
Not even that, right? They even announced season 4 prior to that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right, they already did. It was already known. He should have known. He should have did videos about it. Yep.
No, it's the HSC. J-Rock, you're correct. At the HSC, they actually did a segment, a good 10-20 minute segment on what the season 4 is gonna hold. It's gonna be really badass, guys.
Bro, sometimes I question if these people are like actually fans or just like
exactly. Man.
Sometimes I feel like we're living in the Matrix or something like that.
Man.
These people are like agents.
It's really,
but it's easy to see who
like
they are.
us,
so just mark them off your Twitter list. Like start blocking them or muting them or whatever. Yo, you already know the toxicity that they bring. At the point that we are at now, we just like need to leave some of them alone. Unless you out there, making fun of them like I like to, like J-Rock likes to. Yo. Bad. I'll be pointing and laughing. Send me a retweet. I'll point and laugh with you.
And it's funny though. After y'all saw that interview with that one British reporter where she was saying, with all these games that y'all got coming, do you really need ABK?
That's the next thing I was about to say. Yo, that's the final stone in the Infinity Gauntlet, bro. When he gets that, woo!
Stop fighting, boss. You might get Analogy Man start making videos and shit. About, I have an analogy here. Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
August, September, a heavy hitter. October, a heavy hitter is gonna drop. Oh my god.
And that's why I don't want Phil Spencer to do interviews.
Hey, I'm glad that they didn't show Stalker too. You see that games like I'm glad the format that they went with was amazing. They're like, hey, this is
that's what I'm talking about. There's other stuff that we can hear about soon that might come out this year. That's a perfect example.
We still got a bunch of shows left.
Right. One thing that surprised me, I was like, damn, I wish they did a day one drop, but learning from Hi-Fi Rush's criticism. I hope that they had a little mini game they dropped day one, but it's okay.
Jargo 6 was good.
And you know about the whole thing about the shadow drop. Yo, let's not start getting you. It only ever happened one time, right? It's not something that's gonna happen all the time. It's only when situation allows. You feel? So it's not gonna be a consistent thing, but maybe they might make it a consistent thing where they hush about something and it's Argo Nunya, right? None of your damn business until the moment it's out, right? They could do that more often just cause, right? It's a great way to not advertise, but fully advertise. We already discussed in the past, you know, the advantages of doing that, right? There's no expectation. There's nobody to nitpick old footage or nothing. The game is just out, and if it's hot fire, it just blows up because everybody's all of a sudden hearing about it for the first time the moment it came out. So there's nothing but honest, real reactions to a game. And if the game is good, that's gonna snowball into the same effect we saw with Hi-Fi Rush. That's something that Microsoft has to play smart, though, right? For games that they know will have that effect when they drop it. And Stalker could be that perfect example. That's another also example of a game that's gonna be out potentially this year. It was always supposed to have been. But yo, that final jewel in the Infinity Gauntlet, you know, that final piece of the puzzle, yo.
Hey, Yellowstone?
True. Yo, if the ABK deal finishes, you know, this month, right?
This is it, guys. This is the
like
final
in the next month or so,
boss
right?
in the building.
Bro,
it's
this year? What?
It's the final.
Exactly. Xbox One and Xbox Rule Suckers is that simple at that point. We control the now we control the narrative. Literally. It's all based on what we're doing, our goalposts. Like, they got nothing. They literally have nothing. I can't even believe that. Sony literally has nothing of their own. They don't even have that much in the ways of third party, right? And Microsoft did something smart, yo. They did something smart that was so underhanded. I can't believe that Sony never did it. 48-hour embargo on them announcing that most of these games that we know multi-plat that they have too, for as far as people know, still they're Xbox games, so they still haven't set.
Those are the tactics.
Not even on their official
website.
Hey, you see what they did?
Hey, you saw Red Dragon on that
You see how they hit? You see how they hit them, right? They hit them.
They hit them.
Said, look, look at all those games coming to Xbox. Then they said you can't do it back.
You can't do it back. And you had the ponies. Oh, I can't wait for PlayStation to do that tweet.
Yeah, it ain't gonna have the same effect.
Yo, somebody tried to fake it. He got checked. Oh my god, with a better one, which only increased the awareness on top of all that. So thank you, loser.
I'm asking a question though. I thought Sony have a secret showcase coming up.
Oh, Jeff Keighley was supposed to like 2 weeks ago.
I thought Jeff Keighley was supposed to save him. What happened?
Hold on, J-Rock.
Could it be that Sony just really showed all they had? Why can't we just accept that?
Hey, J-Rock. So now we're gonna wait for summer guests.
The only thing they held back was PC announcement and more trailers.
Hey, J-Rock.
The problem is,
we're trying to say
they have nothing?
One pump chump.
Yeah, they have nothing to show, but why do they have nothing after all these years? Like, what have they been doing?
They spent their load already.
They're
walking around shooting blanks. They're showing up to showcases with movie trailers and PlayStation U's. That's what we're doing. Straight up. Look, Wolverine. How many times they gonna show Wolverine? How many times? Look, I told y'all, PlayStation got away with that last generation. This generation is gonna be a totally different ball game. They're not gonna be able to just parade the same games out there 3 years in a row. And Microsoft is going show after show, showing new IP, different shows. That ain't gonna fly this generation and beyond. And then the whole fan base is not rocking with what they're doing. All these games as a service. Now they had some first party games, but they were games as a service, and nobody was checking for it.
They give it sort of like the fair game,
pandering it to the wrong audience.
I remember.
Hey, and Deploy just said you just jinxed Denver.
What was that?
No, this still they're number one. But realist, they have first part. Besides Spider-Man, they have another one coming out this year that nobody even talking about this game because it's going to get Helldivers. That shit will get shut down in 2 months.
I just said that they show some first party games, but no first party games that people actually checking for.
Yeah, I know. I actually want to play that.
And then when that comes out, what's next? Bro,
I don't know. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, look. Hey, all the PlayStation dudes, I'm trying to help you guys out.
Before he forgets, I'm going to ask you this real quick before I forget. What was the point you made just before that one? About, because there was something I was going to say to that.
Phone stars.
No.
Oh, I was just saying what I said before that was that PlayStation went all last generation skirting around. See, and this is my problem with the Xbox community too. We let them tell us that Xbox has no games when all they were doing was riding on third party, and that's what Sony's about to have to do right now. Start riding on third party.
And on top of that, the thing about it is though, like when you look at the top ponies, right, the real cream of the crop, right? Pause. Right? They really, I've seen video montages of them honestly reacting to both the Sony conference and to the Xbox conference. Those are a couple of them ponies who gave it the 8, 9s that most people are saying, and were saying honest things about the lackluster quality of the PlayStation 1. More than we're saying the lackluster quality about the PlayStation 1 than giving Xbox's due credit. But it was happening. Like Porter Rock, he said it honestly on both sides with a straight face and made it clear. No stuttering, no stammering. I ain't stuttering, nigga. You heard what I said. Yo, Sony and Brandon ain't got no games. Many of them did. It's just that undeniable, bro. It's
PlayStation
ridiculous.
got no games.
They got hashtag PlayStation has no games. I rock that all the time.
Got no games.
I suggest you do
I'm gonna start going into pony shows and typing PlayStation got no games. PlayStation got no games until they kick me out. I'm gonna make multiple accounts and do the same thing over and over again, like the pony's been doing all these years with these Xbox shows. I'm going from show to show saying PlayStation has no games. They got to block all of my accounts.
No, not listening. No games. Not listening. No.
Hey, but I'm going to quote what Real said. Like back, last generation, right? When Sony showed like in 2016, the God of War, the Spider-Man, I think they showed Ghost, all that stuff, right? These games were years away. But this is the time when Microsoft had, Quantum Break and Sunset with new IPs. They didn't have nothing that first half that generation. What they did was run on third party. Now in the second half, their heavy hitters came. Because Microsoft really wasn't have no AAA games. Yeah, they got Ori and all that stuff, but compared to Ori and Ghost of Tsushima, it's not really a good comparison. So it's just that now the tables are turned now, because now Microsoft is making good games, competing right now. All right, so Sony just like, they don't have anything. So what are they going to do? They're going to do everything that every generation they do, money hat games. Some of these PlayStation fanboys literally think, and really if you don't make this thing up, right? Final Fantasy 16 is a first party game. One dude was hopping up Baldur's Gate, and one dude hopping up some other indie game. Like these are not first party games. Oh, but they're exclusive. So based on your logic, Stalker 2 is a first party game then, right? They're going to continue to move this goalpost to make Sony look good, dude. And that's basically what it is, man. Because at the end of the day, it's like, and I told my Xbox brother, it's an Xbox community fault too. Like, you listen to these ponies, listen to these narratives since 10 years.
Yes.
And now, 10 years later, they're still doing this.
And you're always basing your debates with them based on the parameters they set.
Yeah.
They put so many holes in the goalpost.
That's your fault.
And they move the goalpost. He's right. And they move the goalpost so many times across the field, they can't stick it no more.
Okay, hold on, 6 minutes. So some dude just a while ago says, "Damn, Final Fantasy 6 demo alone get more people hyped this game of the year. With Hogwarts, Resident Evil 4, Zelda, and Spider-Man 2, this year competition is glorious." This man thinks Final Fantasy 16 will win game of the year. And see, that's the problem. But if I just write on the tweet, says, dude, okay, so let's say Final Fantasy 16 became the game of the year. How does that benefit Sony? That's a Square Enix game. Why is Sony getting all that credit, not Square Enix? Because it's not a first party game. Because think about it, right?
PC?
Yeah, hold on. Let's think about this, right? Let's say Stalker 2 just came out before the Jeff Keighley award show and get like a 95, right? And that game get a nominated Game of the Year. Do that come for Xbox? Come on, man.
According to their logic, it does.
According to their logic, it
doesn't to their advantage.
Exactly.
Whichever is to their advantage.
What one dude literally is hyping up Baldur's Gate 3. And I tried to do Baldur's Gate 3 is coming to Xbox. It's not. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
Yes, it does look generic. You're right.
No, I don't care about the generic. I thought it's coming to Xbox.
I'm answering somebody in the chat.
Okay, yeah. The game is literally coming to the Xbox. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's so-called exclusive. First of all, it's not even exclusive because you can literally play Baldur's Gate right on your PC early access. Second of all, you're doing this because you know that PlayStation had no games. So if you want to start counting these third-party indie games or time exclusive, then based on your logic, Xbox had games last year. You see that how this was the logic?
Yeah, it's simple. And, I just want to double down what Games Heroes is saying that because it's key to conclusion, too. We're always, anytime we debate with these fools, we always keep it within their parameters of what they're talking about. We got to stop doing that if you even choose to interact with them. I suggest you don't, but if you're gonna, right, you need to stick with, you already know what the facts is. So spit them out. We got the games and they don't. That's what they did to us and we know it works. So do it right back, right? Second hand, right? They moved the goalposts across the field so many times, sticking in those goalposts in the ground. They done messed up the field now. They can't even stick it in for it to stick and stay anymore because all the crap they're saying now seems so pathetic. Look at Dreamcast guy, if you've seen the montage, right, of him trying to talk crap about Starfield. It sounded so disingenuous to it wasn't just the typical like PlayStation pony talking crap.
Disingenuous.
It was so pathetic. It was bad acting, literally. Right? You can smell the bad acting. Even if someone didn't know nothing about video games and just was sat down and they showed them the footage, they would be able to tell this dude was lying his face off. It's probably why it looks like that. It's melting. I don't know. Melting! That's probably what's going on, bro.
Hey, I got breaking news.
My man turned the wiki to the west.
And they won.
And nobody care about no Denver Nuggets, man. It's probably the least watched finals in history.
Shout out to the Denver Nuggets.
Shout out to the Denver Nuggets.
Bro, the mayor of Denver is complaining. He said that the Lakers are home, but everyone wants to talk about the Lakers. Nobody care about no Nuggets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And they did it, though. They did it. I told people we're gonna do it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You ain't no Swami. They playing against a B team.
They playing the B team, man. Listen, man, they ain't playing a real team, man.
Bro, Denver about to be the new Golden State Warriors. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All that drafted talent they got there. Like Joker from the draft. The boy who broke his back from the draft.
Who?
Otherwise, he wouldn't have fell to them. Porter Jr.
I know you're talking about Ron. Yeah, he's right. All them drafted. Yep.
And then you got Murray. And then they were able to get the big Indian boy. What's his name? The one who should have won the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Eric Gordon, and they got my boy Bruce.
Yeah.
That was a star in Brooklyn.
And anybody after that ain't really. They can be your boy.
It's gonna be a crazy season. These young talent, they're coming up really hard.
Yeah, that organic growth.
Mm-hmm. Our growth. Guys,
let me ask you, because I'm not too heavy into sports. Do you expect any of these names to be playing in the summer league or no?
You never
Heck
know.
No, man. You really don't watch sports. Summer league is for the rookies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying if they
you mean like the Olympics or something?
No, I mean the summer league, the NBA.
No, summer league is for rookies, bro.
All right, well,
it's before the season. It's like preseason, and all the rookies and fringe players get to play.
Yeah,
you know what I'm looking for is football.
In September 6th. I'm really looking forward to these Sony fanboys going on YouTube watching our gameplays of Starfield.
Hey, I'm gonna say something, right? I ain't gonna cap, right?
Let me say something. I'm gonna be real quick, man. They're not gonna watch on YouTube, man. Let's just keep it all the way.
They're buying an Xbox.
Then exactly. Thank you.
Game Pass is the way to go for them right now.
Hey,
If
I'm
they
going to
don't have
cap
Game
though.
Pass, they could slap themselves and go back and hit their God of War DLC 4K 30 multiplats.
Ain't no way they're gonna sit here and watch us talk about Starfield.
They
jumping on that Series S. They got a black Series S just for them.
Yes, realist right
started
now.
already too. Because I've seen the picture, I've seen the receipts on Twitter, pictures of the receipts, everything, right?
You got it, man.
Selling their PS5 for like 200 and change, and then they got some other thing they add on that for like where it rounds up to like.
Man, that's all they're getting for $200.
Or like
$300 in his PlayStation.
Because I'm really trying to get rid of this PlayStation,
I've seen literal receipts on this is what GameStop is doing. So yes, it is happening, right? And so I think it was 200 and change, and then it was the GameStop Power Rewards thing. It had some extra thing to that.
And
it was like
a midnight controller too. And a midnight controller, I saw that. So the PlayStation 5 was worth $205. The midnight controller was $26. They're starting to sell their PlayStations.
That was the one. That was the one. Yes. Okay. It wasn't even 300. See.
Hey,
so there you go.
Hey, I mean, on cap, right? But let's be honest, right? Starfield do got competition, dude. Like, I'm listening. Look, before you guys kick me out the
I already want to hit you up, man. What kind of competition? There's no competition.
Yo, Legal, have that button ready. That ejectocito, cause he about to get stupid. Here we go. It better be funny.
Hey, listen, Diablo. No, they got Diablo.
Man, you still talking about Game of the Year?
Yeah. Okay.
We're about to own Diablo. What are you talking about?
Got me over here rolling.
Yes, he do.
Listen. You have Hogwarts. No, you can't count on Hogwarts. That was the most surprising game came out this year. Actually, no, I thought the game did like a 60 on Metacritic. No, I ain't gonna lie. So they got a lot of competition this year.
It's gonna be on the list. It's gonna be on the list.
It's gonna be competition. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of competition. Because remember, the year's not over yet. So we got Alan Wake. We have, a lot of games coming out this year. Shit, look, listen, my personal game of the year this year is going to be Forza. Now, of course, they're not going to put Forza a racing game, so they don't. Street Fighters, look, they don't pick fighting games game of the year, but anything can change. Mortal Kombat, listen, I would say 2023. I don't say it won't be the best year in history in gaming because 1998
Fighting Games is going to get its own award, especially this year with all the big names. And
you know what? You want to know something, y'all? Honestly, this got to be the best feeling that I've ever felt being an Xbox fan.
Yeah, I ain't felt this since 2007.
The team has done the ups and downs, the mistakes, I wouldn't even say
underhanded.
But underestimate the raw power of the Xbox community.
Oh yeah,
having to understand to listen to your true supporters. Microsoft has done a lot of things, but I gotta say one thing.
You could tell, Legal, right quick when you were saying that they listen to us. You could tell it in the way they did the show. They took every criticism. They didn't give dates unless they knew for sure. Or they gave us a general time that nobody can be mad at if it's passed.
But
right?
you know what, sick? Because 2023 is already set. They promised us 4 per year.
Yeah, no game, right. no movies, no TV, no
Xbox.
There was even a person talking in between each thing, which I thought, like I give credit to Jeff Keighley. He did it as good as you can when you do that, right? But Microsoft said, no, we're not even going to do that at all. They transitioned from game to game to game. Though there was only 2 times you saw anybody speak. Was the beginning with Sarah, right? And then later on at the end with Phil. Other than that, it was from game to game to game to game to game with nobody talking in between, no BS, straight to everything we said we wanted in terms of format, not even what was in it, the content, just how they did it. Was E3 of old. The most haters, one of the biggest hating websites, BGC, said it just like that, invoked the E3 of old. Yes, I think of specifically 2007.
Man, Xbox is E3.
Ooh, yeah, literally.
Hey, I just want to say to Ufedner, console sales are up 1,000% already.
1,000% already, yep. And just in time because they got Series X's back, in stock like that heavily now. Right, that's another thing they listen to. They literally
back to what I was saying.
Phil did say that.
Rudely interrupted. No. I just want to say, man, let me give my flowers to my panel, man. Shout out to Spartan. Shout out to JyzalGaming. Shout out to Realist. Shout out to Game Series. Shout out to Sick. Shout out to Boss. Shout out to After Boss, who's still working on his new house.
Shout out to Legal.
We hopefully we get
shout out to Legal.
Shout out, bro. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the Chit Chat community, man. And shout out to everybody that believes in Di-RRec gaming, believes in the rawness, man. After Boss, you know you still got your seat, man. We rooting for you. We glad you got your new home. Shout out to Canada, man. We got 2 Canadian panels here, man. It's all love, between Spartan and After Boss, man. It's all love. I just want to salute.
Canada's the new Fire Nation.
Right. I want to salute the real Xbox Nation, man. The real one. Who stand tall, like I told y'all. I ain't never needed no PlayStation. Never needed one. Never had one. Never bought one. Never, ever, right? And I stood tall. For 23 years, I never folded, right? I'm validated. But y'all told me Xbox don't have no games. Oh, Xbox is garbage. Why you buy Xbox? This and that, right? But today, I smell a different tune. Today, I see a different walk. Today, I see a bunch of people shooting needles up their arms. I see people putting a ladder to that long glass pipe. I see a lot of y'all out there losing y'all damn minds over Xbox. So I only got one question for you. What happened? What happened? I thought you were supposed to be standing tall for PlayStation. So it only shows that you weak. You was weak from the jump. You was never true to the game. See, this is what a true console warrior looks like. Somebody had to show it to y'all. Somebody, you don't wave him out, buy none of this stuff. Somebody held it down. Somebody had to put the flag down. Somebody had to put the jersey on. Shouts to everybody who never folded. Shouts to 100. Never folded. 100 never folded. 100, pour you another shot. Drink one for me. As a matter of fact, 100, pour another shot. Drink one for me. All you real stormtroopers out there, stand the fuck up, man. Stand up. Because guess what? You validated. You get to sit back on your Thanos thrones, right? With the infinite gauntlet all in. You got all 7 gems in, locked in, all of them. Boom. But
all the colors of the infinity temps.
Huh?
Never mind, it was me.
Oh, the one that feels good is the Power Stone. The Power Stone and the Reality Stone. Those 2 right there. Woo! Those 2 right there. I'm telling you. Fugly in the building, my boy. Back home. Fugly, how does it feel? Pour me one. Yo, listen, man.
Hey, look, you gotta put your Viking voice on and read what Wolf, Roth, and Ragnarsson said, bro.
100%.
Nah, that's a sorry Viking voice, dog.
I'm an Xbox for life.
That ain't no Viking.
We go to war.
That ain't no Viking.
We hold the line. There's no line being breached here. That's right, fam. We hold the line. We push through it.
We hold the line, brother.
We.
Salute to General David, yo.
Wolf, Rafman, Ragnarsson, yes, sir. We doing it, man. Xbox is killing it.
said I never own any shit station and never will. Look, man, I keep telling people, Fugly, I have my reasons.
That's funny.
Don't sit here and tell me, right?
Yes,
that
sir,
leaving your house unlocked, being away from your house makes sense.
Oh, another point about Mads Gaming. Yes, he is angry. Why is he so salty now?
Good.
Right? He's supposed to be on Pro Xbox.
Good. Let them all fold. They'll be changing their diapers tomorrow. Let them all get mad. Look, don't tell me that it makes sense to leave your car on ignition, right? With your windows rolled down, doors unlocked, and you ain't in that car, right? Don't tell me stuff like that makes sense. So why the hell would you put your heart and your desire on a platform that leaves you unsafe? At any moment, any of y'all can get hacked. You don't have no infrastructure. Your infrastructure is outdated. Your games, you are getting juked. You just got your company that you flagged for and got sued for duping you in the dark. They were taking you in the dark. You was waking up in the morning like, man, why I feel so sore? Man, I know I used the restroom last night, but I feel so sore. It was Sony creeping up in the beds in y'all. Sony was getting
yo.
Y'all was waking up all sore. They was looking at the Vaseline.
You trying to say they took advantage of them legal?
It was gone. These dudes sit up here every day on Twitter, and you gotta give them that credit. Their undying love, right? Their undying passion. It's like nothing we've ever seen before.
Jim Ryan thanked him.
But guess Realist, please sing that beautiful, sweet melody to my ear. What did Jim Ryan say?
We'd like to thank the PlayStation fans for their unwavering support.
Key word, Realist. What's the key word?
Unwavering.
Woo! Then for all you idiot donkeys out there that don't know the definition of unwavering, that means no matter what the fuck we do to you, you defend us. You support us.
You buy our shit.
Yo, legal. Let me speak to them in their language. Right quick. Yo.
Facts. Your unwavering support on what others Inc. This guy got on national screen. On YouTube, everywhere that you can probably have a screen, right? And watch that show. And said unwavering, bro. And I know it went over all them donkeys. Me and Realist, we hit each other up. But you hear this, dude? Me and Realist was right on it when he said it. It was the funniest shit. I was like, this dude just secretly slick talked how dumb they really are. He said unwavering.
And we was all laughing like dudes in Goodfellas at the table, and they were all laughing together.
He meat slapped the whole community.
Right. No matter what we do to y'all.
He tapped it on their tongues.
Don't get up.
Yeah.
All these years, look.
Then he dropped the deuce on him, yo. That showcase.
Then he vanished, bro. Yo, it's like they over here capping for Final Fantasy. We already know the results of Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, man, has it in
Game shows, you can't make this up, bro, right?
Yeah, they're tough on
2023 games. We're in the mid-year of 2023, and guess what they talk? Guess what, Jeff Keighley? You know what, Jeff Keighley? You a funny dude. At the end of your show, right? Jeff Keighley's up here trying
Nah, man. Listen, man.
I gotta say it, games. I can't hold it back. But Jeff Keighley got at the end of his show, right?
Listen, man.
I don't know who passed him the blunt, but whoever passed him the blunt,
try to gas it up. Try to gas it up.
That made no sense.
And yes, the rumors were true.
Hey,
he tried.
Yeah, everybody thought the same thing. Rumors? What rumors? What are you talking about?
Illegal, man. Illegal. When he said the rumors are true, this is the biggest announcement I ever heard like this.
Right.
Man, listen, man. I saw this man say Grand Theft Auto 6 or something.
I thought it was on the Xbox, frankly. I really think I'm like, what's going to be rumor or Grand Theft Auto?
Hey, this man said, okay, but it's not the first time he did that, right? Remember 2 years ago, he ended the show, the mediocre Fast and the Furious game? He did the same thing with this one. It smells like this man said the rumors are true. What rumors? I say no rumors.
That shit landed like a wet fart. I was like,
yes, yo, just like before when he was doing that advertisement, and they all went. He said Final Fantasy, and they all went, who? And he saw his face. He was like, yo, chill, everybody, yo. And they said it was doing that, yo. That shit was hilarious. Yo, that was the prelude.
Hilarious, bro.
Hey,
yo, Peep Game, but Peep Game had something that was hilarious yesterday during the Starfield part. Immediately after the showcase, right?
Right.
Guess what? Square Enix thought it was a smart idea to do. do their own showcase where they showed off the demo of Final Fantasy and announced that the demo was out. Nobody even freaking knew. I didn't know till this morning when I was hearing people talking about it on the space.
Right.
Nobody cared about that shit, man.
Hey, man,
nobody talking about that.
Hey, that
between both of y'all, real quick. You want to know what else is funny?
Mm-hmm.
The very introduction show that I showed on John Bomb, right? That I just played for the opening. On that very show, Sick, Phil Spencer mentions Square Enix, how stubborn they are. So he gave us a clue. They're stubborn, bro. They're stubborn. And also, I want everybody to check it out because I gotta say, there was some stupid moments. Like, you know what, man? Real quick. I don't understand the industry. I do get it, but there's no real Xbox fans in the industry. They don't even know how to. They don't even know how to give Phil Spencer legitimate questions. Like, they don't even know how to. Like, they can't talk, man. Like, they just don't know Xbox, and it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try their best, but you can see that all of them are just be. I don't know, man. They be faking the funk. And I like the way Phil Spencer educated the whole show. You know, he talked about how he knows Xbox is in third place with the mindset of the game industry. They got Xbox third place. And he understands because he really don't want to make it personal, but he's like, we after being in this game for 23 years, he said on that show, we're still the new kids on the block. So what I like from him is when he noticed, he said, we are listening to our fans, and we got to do what they want. They want us to fight. They want us to compete. He's listening. So we're going to do it. We're going to fight and we compete. Look, everybody's been a kid, right? Once in your life. You're only going to be a child once, right? If you live long on this earth, you'll spend most of your time being an adult.
Unless you're a pony.
Unless you're a donkey, right? So everybody knows the golden rule to how to defend yourself against a bully, right? There's only so much you're going to take from that bully, man. But the only way you're going to get the respect of the bully,
you hit him in the mouth.
Right where that mouth at, baby. Every single time. Right there. And Microsoft sees now, in order for the world to respect us, that's what we're going to have to do to them, right? So Nintendo know better. They already done signed that lease. NVIDIA damn sure know better. They already signed that lease. If you did your history on that stuff, you ought to know why them two signed the lease. Now, if y'all ain't got your eyes open, right? Switch, you in trouble. Nintendo, you in trouble. The future's gonna make you compete on the handheld side. Those companies coming for you, Nintendo. Microsoft, look how beautiful Microsoft is. Hey, we don't have no handheld console. Hey, we ain't in that market. What's stopping you, Nintendo, from competing?
Hey, Legal. It's funny because these past 3 to 4 years is showing Nintendo that there is no safe space.
That's right. Fireballs, watch this. We got VR out here. Microsoft ain't in that VR space. What's stopping that PlayStation VR 2 from pushing them big units, Sony? Look where Microsoft is at. Look what Apple just came out and did. And look what the world is doing. I laughed. We laughed at that price, didn't we, Realist? We laughed at that price, didn't we, Sick? We laughed at that price, didn't we, J-Rock? But wait a minute, hold on. When you add up everything that's going on in that headset, it's not really nothing to laugh about because they pushing the envelope. They did something that Microsoft couldn't do with HoloLens. So now the world is sitting up there saying, yeah, that's a steep price, but you know what? Apple's like, we're not wavering. I'm looking at Apple like LG did OLED. When they looked at OLED, the OLED prices are too steep, bro. OLED's like, hey, listen, we ain't wavering. See, when you know you have something, you know that everybody's gonna have to catch up to you. Nintendo, I'm gonna say this again. You got a lot of damn handhelds coming for your ass. And if you don't step it up, your fan base is gonna abandon you again. Game Serials is gonna abandon you. He'll rather get one of those handhelds that can play your games better, Nintendo. better step it up. It ain't Microsoft or Sony you got to worry about. It's these companies out here like Valve, like Asus, like Logitech. They coming for your ass, Nintendo. Good luck. All you Nintendo fans out there, good luck. Because let me tell you what you entering now. You are entering global competition unlike no other. Microsoft, FTC, you know you already lost. So guess what? We're a capitalist country. To my Canadian brothers, listen, it's all about the money. I already said this. Me and J-Rod had these talks. At J-Rod, listen, man, at the end of the day, they're going to sue Microsoft. Let's go to court, right? Microsoft is going to pay up, right? They're going to load their pockets up, and the FTC is going to concede. Just like that. It's not like the FTC's got more money. So it's going to be about who really wants it bad enough. Microsoft wants it bad enough. So they're going to present their stuff. They're going to pay their little money to be in court, and they're going to win their case. That's how we do it in America, right? That's how it works in America. So all you donkeys out there talking about, oh, the FTC is going to stop. The FTC ain't going to stop a damn thing, right? Now, we flip it over to the CMA, right? The UK, you better act like you got some sense. You better act like you got some sense because you messing with number one big tech while the rest of the world is approving. Oh, you're going to approve. You know damn well.
Yeah, their leadership is already asking the right questions. It goes as far as the chancellor. He's number 3 up there in their hierarchy. Okay. You
don't want to be left out while the rest of the world is messing around with this great technology. The CMA calling the bluff. Whatever. You just wanted to prolong it. It's all good. Now, to all the donkeys around the world, right, who don't think the end game is coming, I got bad news for you. The end game is coming. And when all of that happens, right, and the ABK deal gets finalized, guess who's taking over the gaming market? You guessed it. Then y'all thought y'all could put an ass whooping on. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to be y'all's turn. I would suggest, if you don't know how to do this console war properly, get your weak ass off of social media. Get your weak ass off of social media. Go find another hobby because your days are numbered. All y'all that done sat up here and ran y'all's mouth for PlayStation, we coming. We got all y'all names. We got the list. We coming. May the best man win. Better get them games up. Better show me how much you love Final Fantasy. Better show us how much you love Spider-Man because let me tell you what they ain't going to be talking about. They ain't going to be talking about Final Fantasy or Spider-Man. Insomniac failed you. Spider-Man 2 lost his hope when they showed that weak-ass clip of that shit. That old weak-ass. That Spider-Man game don't even make no damn sense. Y'all are confused just like everybody else damn confused. Throw that shit away. Look, it's Starfield. It's Hellblade. It's Forza Motorsport. It's Indiana Jones. It's Perfect Dark. It's Fable. Ain't nobody talking about these dog shit ass PlayStation games, bro. They're not next gen. Every single one of them shits can be played on the PlayStation 4. Every single one of those shits. And that's the end of the story. Ladies and gentlemen, we finna end this night. Shout out to Denver Nuggets. Shout out to Denver Nuggets, man. All the people that live up there in Denver, salute. You got your trophy.
That's the Nuggets, man.
Powerhouse City. You did it. But listen,
that ain't my
everybody
team.
else,
being an adult for once in your life.
All these other games out there,
I'm from Houston.
Getting clouded. The reign of Xbox is here. It feels good. Y'all didn't want to listen. Good. It made it a good little. Y'all dragged the inevitable. We get it. We get it. You dragged it. So now you got to worry about people like Dreamcast, man, who's breaking down for y'all. None of these dudes, University, Uni, or whatever the hell y'all want to call that lame fuck, he breaking down for y'all. Anybody else out there that's
now he has no problem with 30 frames. Now he doesn't have a problem with 30 frames, right?
Right. Everybody out there that's ever try to act like they holding up, they ain't holding up shit, man. You just realize the choice that you made at the forked road, you made the wrong choice if you wasn't with Xbox. So I'm gonna conclude this matter. I've always stood my ground. I always kept my 10 toes down, and I always told y'all this in simple preschool form. Big bank takes little bank. I go by the name of the new legal. This has been Di-RRec Gaming. Spark 117, the realest one, Game Serial 6-layer boss. Pack it up, J-Rock. We out of here. Chit Chat community. You're beautiful. Peace.
I'll see you with